did put out a poll on my Twitter regarding a rebranding I kind of want to do. Monster Girl. I wish. Um, but I have been planning on, this is something I've kind of been thinking about for quite a while now. I've been a VTuber for roughly a year now, using more or less this model. I did branch out to a different one for a time, but I think it's actually at least a year and a half, I'd say, that I've been using a VTuber. I decided on a succubus initially, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm thinking I do kind of want to rebrand. What I'm kind of thinking, given my content direction, with how political I get, and I do talk about anime related stuff, the number one political anime that jumps to mind, or at least the franchise, is Gundam. So what I want to do is make I'm going to be building a model kit on stream and then customizing that model kit to make a truly unique Gundam, essentially. And then I'm going to turn that into a Gundam girl. And then, or like, I'm going to get art of that as a Gundam girl and then turn that into my VTuber design. It'll definitely take a while to get this going. But as it stands, the poll is leaning in favor of Gundam instead of like a typical grunt suit. So I kind of have an idea of what Gundam I want to use as the base. But I'm going to give it another day for that poll to end. Let it seal the deal. But I have an idea of what kind of mobile suit I want to build. Another thing I want to get more into regarding this content that I make, I want to do more building streams. And I do have some model kits I can build. One of them is from Gundam, and then two of them are from Digimon. I'm actually pretty excited to build those. I just haven't gotten to them yet. Those will basically, if I'm going to be getting a model kit, I'm going to be building it on stream sooner or later. It could definitely be in the later part because it took me, what, over a year to actually get around to building that Beelzemon model kit I did. So the ones that I have now are like lower detail, so to speak. It's like less pieces to build, but they still look really good. Aside from that, my content will largely remain the same. I plan to keep on keeping on with the commentary content. I've been quite enjoying that. But I've just felt like I'm not exactly standing out with my current design. Let's be real, there's a lot of succubi VTuber, and well, I didn't even know about the broader VTuber scene when I first got into VTubing itself. I found the tools and then became one, and then found the online VTuber sphere, which is mostly just Twitter. Howdy, howdy. No habla español? I don't know what I just said. I hope I said I don't speak Spanish. But yeah, I plan on doing a lot more building streams in the future. I've got those 3 kits that I want to build. And then no hablo español? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm Canadian. You can't blame me for that one. But I've got 3 kits that I want to build on their own. And then I have the future design I'm going to be making. If the poll does keep trending towards Gundam Girl, I'm going to be basing it off a pretty high quality model kit, because I've got one in mind. I think it's going to be a pretty good transition for me. Funny. But yeah, my content's largely going to remain the same. It's just going to have a bit of a different look. One more thing I do want to talk about a bit more is my podcast, my show, I Spy with My Little Eye. I haven't done that in quite a bit. They said, what did I miss? Oh, we're just getting started. I haven't done any VTuber interviews in quite a while, and I do want to get back into that. But what I'm currently thinking is going to be a bit of a rebranding towards that podcast style. It's going to be changing up the name a little. It's going to be presented differently, and then I'm going to try and actually convince myself to create the podcast on like Spotify. Actually get myself to start doing that, because I know there's a lot of people that are interested in the VTuber interviews that I did, but a lot of them would prefer to just be listening into it. I do kind of miss them. They were a lot of fun. Real laid back kind of environment. Though, looking back on it, I do have some places where I could improve, I think. But I think I was getting into a pretty decent groove with that, and I do want to get back into it. I just think I'm going to hold off on getting back into those interviews until after I do my rebranding, essentially. Because, oh my god, I'm going to be building up this rebranding quite a bit. Because I'm starting off with this poll on Twitter, and then I'm going to be building the model kit on stream. That's going to be the base of the custom, and then I'm going to be doing the customization of it on stream. I'll be doing largely the base coat spray painting off stream, but I will be doing a fair bit of painting on stream of the model. It's going to be it's going to be a bit of a long time wait, or a long time building, I should say. Hey, get it? Cause Gunpla. I'm funny, like 450 people agree. Yeah, that's kind of what's on the horizon for me. And I don't know. Guess time to get into that drama some more. Do you have a person in mind to make the model? No, not yet. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about making the VTuber itself when I get to that point. But I'm going to be going to people that I know have had good experiences with artists. I'd like to be doing my research on the back end before I commit to, hey, let's get this model made and rigged. Ideally, what I actually kind of want to do is make the Gundam, customize the Gundam, and then get one of the already existing Gundam Girl figures, and then using the human parts of that essentially to make my real life Gundam Girl model kit. Mad true, I haven't gotten a 3D custom model made yet. Oh yeah, that can get pretty pricey, honestly. Honestly, I don't know if I want to get a 3D model or a 2D model for the rebranding. But I just know that it's going to be a pretty fitting look for me. Because, like, let's be real, what does my current design got going for me? It's just cute and it's attractive, I guess, and people like looking at that, so they listen to my opinions. Everyone is a 2D. A lot of people are 2D. I kind of do prefer 3D. My problem is I would be going for like a mecha style body, so that gets a little harder to do for 3D. I gotta get stuff custom made. I've gotta get a lot of stuff going, actually. But first, I need the actual design set in stone, essentially. I have made custom models before, but I really want to try and, well, work way harder on some stuff I have. Like, for those that don't know, I do have one of the my first custom I made as my starting soon screen right now for my streams, which is just this. You can see the before and after painting of what I call the Gundam Sea Goose, because it's painted to look like a Canadian goose, and it's based off the design of the tall geese from Gundam Wing, but it's kit bashing like 3 different kits together. The 2 obvious ones are Leo and the Wing Gundam, both from Gundam Wing. The less obvious one is the Build Burning Gundam, which I had. The waist is from that, and I think maybe the head as well. Yeah, I spent a fair amount of time on this. That's not even the only custom I've made. I didn't make that custom on stream. I did make a different... Do I have a picture on PC? I don't think so. Wait, I have a Twitter account where I have tweeted that picture. Media. Ah. Here. Both of these model kits I've made. This is the... Hey, Tibbs! The big one here is the Digimon Figure Rise Standard Amplified War Greymon. And then I used the... I think that one was the Mars 2 from Gundam Build Divers as the base. Essentially, what I had done with this build here was make War Greymon Gundam, essentially, that could take the armor off and then swap with a different one. Oh, you go take care of stuff, Rosh. If you haven't done it, you should like the stream. True, like the stream and the video when it comes out after stream. Why is my VTuber getting so angry lately? Oh yeah, because this is the topics I'm going to talk about later on stream. Anyways, it was basically a modular Gundam armor that could be interchanged. I had the plan of working on, making a Metal Garurumon one as well, and then I was also going to make a Omnimon one. I haven't quite finished the Metal Garurumon, and then I would start on the Omnimon, but I kind of want to do this a little more. I want something like this, but with a unique suit. Right now, poll is 50 to 44%. It's close, 20 hours left. By the time the video is out, this poll will probably be sealed, so if you want to vote on it, vote now. To those listening. Yeah, I'm actually really wanting to do that rebranding. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with the account names and stuff. I might just stick with Mistress Briley and just change my model and design. I might change it to something different. But then that does require a lot of changing URLs and stuff, and that gets fucky. Hey, Joestar. I'm looking forward to these changes personally. And all I'm really changing is to make my VTuber a little more direct towards the kind of content I make. Because, like, well, I'm an anime girl and I talk a lot of politics, so making my VTuber a Gundam girl is just kind of extremely fitting to me. Far more fitting than a succubus, honestly. And obviously, I'm not shaming any succubi out there. You go with the design you want. Honestly, most of the succubi are more designed than I am. I just made like a blonde V-roid model and then added horns. Originally, I did have wings. Did we get a new bot? No, not that I know of. Just when I do my rebranding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and if you want to join the community, feel free to check out the Discord. I love to voice chat in there, so if you want to ever talk, I'm usually available. Well, in the afternoons.